Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Franco here. I'm gonna make another Clash of Clans video today. Uh, so today I just kind of wanted to go over some of the progress that we talked about last video. Last video we unlocked the new hero pets, and I haven't really upgraded any of them. There hasn't been enough time, or I haven't had enough Dark Elixir. Uh, I'm kind of saving up my Dark Elixir, so I keep, like I said, upgrading this Electric Owl. But the minute this bomb finishes, if I have enough, I think I'm gonna just start upgrading the king until he's level 65. And then once he's level 65, or maybe even 75 or something, then I'll start upgrading the queen because then the other heroes will be strong enough that I can do just a not queen walk type of attack and maybe be better with it. I don't know. I'm kind of dreading when I have to start upgrading the queen. That'll be a little bit tough. I mean, I know the warden's the best hero in the game, but upgrading the warden and the queen will be it'll kind of take a hit to my like attack power. Um, so let's take a trip over this progress base. There hasn't really been too many things that I've finished since last video. I mean, everything's kind of slow. I mean, I think like an Archer Tower finished or something. And also the Town Hall just finished last night, but I didn't check till this morning. So I did kind of lose a couple hours on builders. I'm going to keep this Town Hall going till it's max, and then I can kind of look at it and debate on if I want to upgrade to Town Hall 15 or not, which I definitely should not. I think it's fair for me to stay at Town Hall 14 until I max out all the pets. So there's this tool called Clash Ninja, and you uh, plug in all your like defense levels, and it automatically can retrieve all the stuff from your profile, but can't retrieve the stuff in your actual village. And it tells you how long till max for each different aspect of the game. One is like the pet house, one's the lab, one's your defenses, one's your heroes, one's your wall, all that different type of wall's no time, but and it calculates how long if you have builders constantly going. But yeah, it said like pet house was six months, but there is actually that new pet potion, but I literally can't afford it. But I wouldn't buy it anyway because I'm always so low on Dark Elixir because they're kind of expensive. They're like just upgrading a hero. More expensive than my king. Almost, yeah. Some of them are. But one of the big things that I've been doing is I just like keep upgrading these walls. It's kind of sad. They're kind of ugly. I know I like hate on them a lot, but it is kind of growing on me a little bit. Like I like when you can see like the walls like flash down across the whole thing, like right here. You can kind of see it moving down. I do kind of like the flash color that these make. But anyway, whatever. Another thing that I kind of wanted to show off on my account is my builder base. So I actually had such an interesting last week in builder base. So a lot of people were complaining that builder base was broken because some people could attack super high up in they could do many attacks and not take any defenses. And with Builder Base 2.0, if you're just doing attacks and not taking defenses, you'll go up super high in trophies. And then some people would have the opposite. They'd only take defenses without doing attacks. So their trophies would go super low. Like I know some of the people in the top leaderboards, they would be like people that were like top, like up in whoa, that's really high. But up in the like 10,000s or whatever, and then they drop all the way down to 200 and they would keep taking defenses. I saw a video on that before. And I actually had firsthand experience with it, and it just recently fixed itself. So how it worked is I was like attacking and I was like, whoa, I actually hit Ruby. I was so shocked. I was like, I'm usually around 5,200, and you can see my attacks. Like I do get 3 stars or 197. I usually get 6 stars on like almost every attack, but my defense, because I like kind of rush to build it all 10. My defense isn't that strong, so I do usually take more worse defenses. But yeah, then at one time, I got all the way up to Ruby, and I was like, whoa. And then I realized I was attacking and not taking defenses. So I climbed all the way up to, you can see on my personal best there, 6,692. And I was attacking and not taking defenses, and I was scared. I was like, I know the time's coming. I was like, I know the time's coming when I drop down to however many trophies and I take all of my defenses. And eventually, I'll do an attack while I'm talking. Eventually, within that week, um, all the defenses came flooding in, and I lost, I guess, 1,400 trophies, and Yeah, that was pretty brutal. Um, so here I use usually cannon carts and pekkas or cannon carts and baby dragons, just because I think they're some of the strongest troops in the game. And then I'll always use this air machine, just because he's kind of like another cannon cart, and he can kind of tank when you're using baby dragons. So that's an added plus because I think baby dragons are actually weaker than pekkas. But I'll try to use pekkas if I can, because with cannon carts, I'm taking out those 2 double cannons and stuff, and maybe this mortar. We'll see, but yeah, then there's not many threats to these pekkas. But yeah, then when I took all those losses, it actually ended up working out because I stayed up there and I got the super high loot bonus for all the star bonuses and stuff, which I can't complain about. But then I had to drop down to my normal trophy range where I'm at right now. But the good thing is I didn't actually end up dropping down to whatever those other people were dropping down to. So I'm going to keep that cannon cart there. I don't want him to die, just in case for the second phase it'll be more useful. But yeah, so it only actually dropped me down to exactly how many attacks I've done. So I was kind of happy about that. I was like, hey, I didn't drop down to 50 trophies or something. So yeah, it just actually, the game was kind of fixed. It dropped me down to exactly where I should be. So can't really complain. If it gives you one too many attacks versus defense, and then it doesn't really matter because the game calculates where you're supposed to be and it knows, and it'll put you there. So yeah, I mean, I was really scared, but now we're kind of chilling, and I'm still around 5,200. I would like to be higher in trophies, and I don't know why I'm struggling so hard, because I get 6 stars in almost every single attack. So this one, I might actually struggle. My air machine died, which isn't the worst thing, but I had 2 P.E.K.K.A.s die, and I know the second stage was going to be more filled with defenses here, but I still have my 2 cannon carts. So like I showed before, where I was like, I could rush my cannon cart in, but I like to keep him because keeping him for the second stage is way more useful than just having him die out for like 2 hits on a building. So here is kind of tricky. I don't really even know where I can use cannon carts. So what I'm thinking is I might just use Battle Machine on this bottom side and put cannon carts behind him, and maybe put a cannon cart up top here, because I think there might be Teslas up there. But I can't get the double guy I was trying to tap on, the double cannon or the regular cannons with the cannon carts, because of this flame or whatever. I don't even know what that guy's called. Flame flanger? I don't know. The defense that shoots the fireballs that everybody hates. Or maybe I just drop the battle machine in up top so it occupies him. Now I'm gonna go from the bottom. Let's see what happens here. I might not go too hot, but once it's occupied, I might actually just drop this guy up here. Dig out a little bit there. Drop this guy over here. Alright, I gotta be a little bit patient. I'm glad that Crusher's upgraded, but if it wasn't, I would have dropped the cannon cart in for that Crusher. There's not really much point. There's not too much value there. Alright, so there I can go there. This cannon cart move forward a little bit. I think I could get that double cannon without that, the zappies or something. Yeah, I'm gonna try some of this. Oh, I just take them out. Now he should be able to get that regular cannon. He should actually be able to get that double cannon. I think it's safe to start the next phase of this attack. Put the big health P.E.K.K.A.s down there. Start rushing this guy in because not too many threats. I'll put his friend here. Ooh, that lava launcher. I like kill this Tesla. Alright, yeah, we're chilling. So another 6 star. I usually get 6 stars on every single attack in Builder Base. It's just that my defense can't really keep up. I think a lot of people are kind of doing the same too. Like a lot of people in my league kind of are also getting 6 stars, because I think offense in Builder Base was easier to adapt to than defense when the new update came out. So everybody like only had 2 levels going offense, but defense you have every single thing to do, which is kind of a lot. But yeah, there's my base. Here's my second base. I actually copied this within like the first week of someone, because everything's like close together and it works super well. And then I add this wall down the middle, just to help with like P.E.K.K.A.s, but clearly it still doesn't really help. Oh yeah, P.E.K.K.A.s still wipe my base a lot of the time. Not really much I can do about it. Let's see what this guy uses. So they use mass P.E.K.K.A.s in the So yeah, that wall segment kind of just forced people to use one bomber, but one bomber doesn't really change too much. I think like bombers are kind of like neutral sometimes. Like I think they could help, could not hurt. Oh, so he didn't even drop a P.E.K.K.A. Not really sure how this bar. Yeah, he didn't even drop a P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, when you have 4 troops against this Arch Tower upgrading it. Also, the air expo is pretty weak. Like, I think the Firecracker does more damage to Baby Dragons and stuff. Like, we'll see when he drops it. Like, I don't know. It's not the strongest of defenses. I really need to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Firecracker does more damage, and it's super weak as of now. I know it has like 5 levels or something, so that's why it's good. But yeah, I gotta start upgrading that thing. I'm trying to max out my so you can't have progress bases on builder base anymore, which is kind of annoying, but I want to max out my gold storages, and then I want to start working on like elixir stuff because it is a little weak. Auto outpost I want to get up, and then this expo would be huge. But yeah, that's about it for builder base. I just kind of want to talk about how I had that huge trophy push. That's why my profile has that. And then I had that huge trophy drop, but not a huge trophy drop. It's good enough for me. And also we just had our recent clan war here, and we're on a clan winning streak. I think we're kind of starting to figure it out. So we had one before, and we only missed on oh, I messed up, and Guardy messed up real bad last war. It was like embarrassing mess ups. Like he dropped the Super Archer blimp, just like he didn't even drop the blimp. He dropped a different siege machine and messed up. And I time failed. It was so dumb. That's the only way I fail on easy bases like that. But here's the current war. Guardy always gets 1-2 on those top 2 guys. And I was kind of upset. Our number 3 guy stole who I was going to take. And then he ended up 2-starred. So we lost 2 whole stars there, which is kind of annoying because I would have taken them. And then he would have 3-starred this guy, but Brewer ended up taking this guy. Yeah, so then I had to end up attacking like down here, like these guys. And I was like, dude, I was telling this guy, like, what are you doing? And he was just like upset and left. And I was like, oh, what? But yeah, we didn't have enough firepower down here. This guy saved his attacks for the end, got 3-star on this one, 2-star on this one, but we missed these 2 bases. We need more people who can clutch up in the middle. I kind of want to show a cool replay that Franco Mac did. I attacked. So Franco Mac is my wall breaker account. That's a max or close to max Town Hall 11. But yeah, I attacked. No, okay, obviously I can attack that guy. Which one? It's all 3-star. Oh, okay, I attacked this guy. A max, almost completely max Town Hall 10, with only wall breakers and heroes, and that siege barracks. Do you think it's even possible to 3-star this base? I will show you because you saw before I clicked on it. It clearly was a 3-star. But I used Zap Quake because I saw everything was super condensed there and I could get out all the air defenses, all the Infernos. So what I do is I drop the wall breakers here, distract the Clan Castle troop with the Queen, and then now that their defenses are all gone, I try to put the Stone Slammer so it flanks around the other side, and my Queen and King go around the middle, or whatever, yeah, try to be the middle or the other side. And also, I don't think I would have beaten this base with just my Queen. So right before I did this, I was just waiting the whole war until my King finished upgrading, and then it might be hard to remember because this isn't my main account, but my Queen was level 49 last video. So when the King finished level 44, I used a book on the Queen. So now she's level 50 and max for Town Hall 11, and she is way stronger. And now I'll never have to upgrade the Queen. And for big wars and stuff, I'll try to get the King finished. I had to use a builder potion and stuff. But there, the Queen goes down. And right now, the King provided so much additional support. I always have the Warden upgrade. He's not even a factor. He doesn't really help with the wall breaker count. But the E-Drag died there. If I wouldn't have the King, this would have been a fail. But I wiped this max Town Hall 10 with only wall breakers, which I thought was kind of cool. My attacks were on super low bases. But yeah, I've been messing with this Queen Charge recall, Queen Walk recall, and it's been kind of working. So what I'll do a live attack here. This is the last thing I'm going to do in this video. So what I've been figuring out is I just started upgrading my recall spell in the lab, but the recall spell doesn't work as well as I wished it did with the unicorn. So with the unicorn, I can only drop 3 healers and the unicorn and the queen, and the recall will suck them up. If I drop a 4th healer, it won't suck it up. So I'm hoping that when I get to the next recall level, that when I get to the next recall level, I can at least suck up 4 healers in the queen. But I'm not really sure. I'm kind of scared to even look it up because I don't really know if I want to find out. Because if I can't, then that kind of wipes the strategy completely. So yeah, I suck her up as soon as she starts getting high damage like that. Honestly, I didn't really plan this out too much, so I might just drop the queen. Like, I don't want to go in the way of the air sweepers. I don't know. I usually just drop her over in the corners when I don't really know what to do. I want to make sure she goes down, though, so I'll drop the baby dragon there. Please don't go to that. Okay, good. Yeah, the air sweepers are facing up and to the right, so I'll try to do the E-drags down at the bottom there. But overall, headhunters have helped out significantly. And I do like the recall ability that you can change the queen when she's going into a tough area instead of wasting rages, which I'll still use a rage like here. Oh, she might hit third. That's a mess up. And healer's dying. Ooh. So I'll actually start to attack because she's going under heavy firepower. But I think it's one of those things that the minute I get rid of the recall, I'll start to be like, man, I really miss using that recall spell. It really helped out a lot. But when I'm using it, like, it kind of helps, it kind of doesn't. Like, it's not the craziest of differences. I don't know if this attack's going. I don't think I can get the town hall here. I'll just drop my stone slammer there. Yeah, this is not good. Freeze. I'll leave freeze up here. Freeze another one down there again. Mono does a lot of damage. No use for the headhunters anymore. Oh, you got it. That's it. Ooh, I don't know if I'm even gonna get the town hall here. Yeah, that was tough. Yeah, 53% 1-star. Not bad, but yeah, without the warden, there's really not much you can do. But yeah, I'm hoping the recall spell can suck up that 4th healer because it's kind of annoying only dropping 3. And also, wait a minute, it's a good thing to check how much heal. So hero heal is 62, and the unicorn is only 50. So she's not even a healer. So I'm only healing with like 3 3/4 of a hero there. Or 3 3/4 healers when I'm doing my current recall spell. So yeah, it's a little bit weak on the healing. But I guess that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.